Hey Cameron, this is Coach Kata. We're just going to take a look at your freestyle here. We're going to look above water and then we'll look below water. So here we go. You are off. Alright, good. Looks like you're underwater for a while. We'll see how good that is when we look underwater. We can see better. Good, you got a good strong kick. What I'm seeing here is your head's moving back a little bit. It actually seems slightly straight, but I think there's a problem with when you take a breath. You take a big breath and you're looking up a little bit farther. Try to when you take a breath to only have one of your goggles or one of your eyes come out of the water. You can see you actually pull your head all the way out. I'm probably trying to get a breath, and you can just practice trying to get a breath with less of your head out. I'm just going to play it one more time, and I'm going to pause it at a certain point because I want to see if you're doing what's called overreaching. Alright, so we'll pause right here, and we're going to just look at you slower. So what I'm looking at is where your hands enter. What you want to do is have your hands enter right in front of your shoulder. And you can see what you're actually doing is you're entering a little bit over. So, especially this hand, you can see that one entered and then it moved all the way over. And then what you're doing is you're pulling underneath your body as opposed to on your side. And that can just make you kind of wiggle a little bit. And I think you'll see that your stroke wiggles a little bit back and forth. But there's a lot of good stuff going on here. So let's see what it looks like underwater. Here we go. All right, at the beginning. Good. Yeah, as I thought, you were underwater for a long time. That's a great streamline. What I like about it is your hands are nice and tight together, your head's looking down, and you got some good butterfly kicks. And your front of your stroke stays pretty still as you do that. You can see right here your hands break. Try to keep them together as you get to the bottom of the water. Also at this point, you start to look up. So look down the whole way. We'll see if that happens. Yes, you took a breath on your first stroke. See if you can hold that and take a breath on your maybe second or third stroke instead. All right. So right now your eyes are looking down at the bottom of the pool. That's good. And there you are. You can see your head completely disappeared from above the water, and that's because you're taking a big breath and both your goggles are out. So you really should look more like this when you're taking a breath, and at that point your hand would be much higher. All right, here's your strokes. So you can see that as you come underwater, your hands are quite straight, and you bend them about, there, okay? You are what's called front quadrant straining, meaning that both of your hands are kind of in front of your shoulders at the same time, which is great. You're not getting caught. However, I'm going to pause you in a certain position. So there you can see your arms very straight. And I'm going to pull in what ideally you would look like. And I mean ideally because this is Michael Phelps, so he really knows what he's doing. You can see that your hand is really straight, and his is bent. It's called what's called a high elbow catch. So his elbow's high, his hand is low, and you can see that creates this big pocket of water. When he pulls now, he's going to pull behind him, which means that that's going to propel him forward. Unfortunately, what happens sometimes with your strokes is because you're pulling right down, start you up again here, you tend to pull yourself down, which means that your body pops up, okay? So what you want to do is right here, lift your elbow and put your hand down and pull towards your feet. Kick the water right that way, or not kick, I guess, pull the water right towards your feet. And that's going to mean that all of your power is sending you forward as opposed to maybe up and down a little bit, which you don't want to do. Let's just watch it one more time, see if I missed anything. There you are at the beginning. Good butterfly kicks. Keep the head down all the way. There it is. Pops up. All right. Head is down. Yeah, great. You have a nice strong kick. Your hips are a little bit low, and I think that has to do with your breathing, because when you take a breath, your head comes out so high that your hips drop a little bit. So some easy ways to fix your stroke is to make sure that your head is down all the time, and to try to eliminate what's called two goggle breathing. So you just want to have one goggle out when you breathe, and you're going to kind of breathe right into your armpit. It's just a sip of breath really fast. And then see if you can get what's called that high elbow catch. So bend your arms a little bit rather than having them straight arm underwater. But I like your fast kicking. You seem really aggressive, and it's great having you at camp. So I look forward to hanging out with you a little bit more in the week to come. Good job, Cameron.